Hello and welcome. These two gentlemen, Mark Newman and Greg Powell, came away from the Taurus World Stunt Awards last Saturday night with one each in Best Work with a Vehicle and for Best Stunt Coordinator on Fast 6. Here is a look at them in action on the set.
Roman sequence, that was a hairy stunt for the guy jumping across. 6 feet behind him, there's a tank that's going to suck that car under.
We had an overhead wire rig on our stunt double.
Once you land, try to look, that way so we don't see your face. Okay?
But we had to give him enough room that he could jump to Brian's car. So we get it all up to speed. 3, 2, 1, now. He jumped it, sucked under that car in a heartbeat. There's nothing left. Nothing left.
When the rear of that car gets to them two markers there, bang.
Yep.
There
Okay.
you go. But you'll be past that and out
Okay,
there.
good.
When you get to the blue bridge,
Yep.
you stop. Just ease up, stop
Yep,
there,
yep,
okay?
yep,
Looks pretty good, Steven.
That car will pick up. The explosions won't go until the rear of the car is at the explosion.
Okay.
So you'll pass them.
Okay.
Windows past them behind you.
Okay.
All right?
All right.
Roll! Here we go. Ready, and action!
I'm just adding some more smoke because I don't think there was enough smoke.
All good, Greg, all good. Awesome, all right, mate.
Awesome, fantastic.
Nice
All right,
job.
that was really good.
We made it. We
Well
made
done.
it.
Is that
We
good?
did it. We did it. We're alive. We're alive. And you know what that means if we're alive?
Buddy Joe Hooker picked up his Lifetime Achievement Award that night, and well-deserved too. Here he is explaining how one of his career highlights on First Blood was filmed. This is back from 2011 at Action Fest's convention.
When I went in on an interview with Ted Konchoff, who was the director of that film, that's how I got the job, because he asked me, how would I approach that stunt and how would I do it? Because in the script it says, the guy, Rambo, whatever his name is, I forget, Stallone, yeah. Stallone, he's on the cliff and the helicopter's there and he can't get away, so he has to jump off the cliff through some trees and hit the ground in relatively good condition. So the director asked me how I would do it, and it's the way we ended up doing it was I went up the cliff and we put a little platform about 12 inches wide and about 2 feet long on the side of the cliff, and it was about 98 feet. And the first part of it was the 98-foot high fall into an airbag, which the airbag back then wasn't anything like what we have now, John. Where's John? Yeah, I would have loved to have had your bag then. But anyway, it was a fall through the air into an airbag. Then the second stage was they got some trees, cut the tops out of these 200-foot trees, and we had 80-foot trees that they put on the set. So I got up in the top of the trees and got up there and kind of charted a path down through and saw some limbs halfway into and kind of look at a path down through the trees, and then at the bottom we lined 2 rows of cardboard boxes all the way around, so because I didn't really know where I was going to come out. I knew where I wanted to start, but you know how that is. After about 20 feet, you don't know where you are. So they had cameras all the way around the tree. So the second part of the stunt was I was in the top of the tree, sitting on my limb, and started out and hit 3 or 4, and the next thing I knew I was a passenger and somehow came out at the bottom. And of course, Stallone liked to wear, just like some kind of a canvas piece where he could show his physique and all that. And of course, you couldn't put any pads on. I went and bought some kind of a flotation vest and kind of hid it, at least inside my chest, so I wouldn't like totally kill myself. But that worked out very good. And then the last part, or the third part, was we had just about 20 feet of trees, and I jumped out of a cherry picker through the top limbs. So we had the high fall, the top limbs, all the stuff coming through the tree, and then Stallone, Sly, is going to do, we're going to get him in the tree about maybe 12, 15 feet up, and he's going to drop from one limb to another limb, hit on his chest, and then go into some porta pits. So he actually had to go 4 feet and then about 6, 8 feet into a porta pit. And what's funny part here is I kept saying, Sly, you just have to go this 4 feet, get on this thing and go, oh, no, dude, I want to go up, So he's insisting that he goes up another, 3 or 4 feet. Consequently, as the only guy that got hurt that day was Stallone cracked 2 ribs because he hit on this branch. So that was the fourth part of the stunt. It was an interesting day.
Facing insurmountable odds, Vietnam veteran John Rambo has seconds left to make a bold decision. He and his audience know what he has to do, an act of heart-pounding daring.
Now, Belfast became action central this week as creative media skills, NI Screen and Creative Skillset brought Rocky Taylor and Tony Van Silva along to take a seminar in film stunt work. Here are some highlights. Right, that's about it for now. More of the same next week, so until then, bye-bye for now.